best not miss. My people. Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones, definitely in the building, right? My people. You know what? Should we bless these people? Should we bless these people? So I hope everybody had a real cool situation this week. And because you know your weekend is over, right? It's over. But I hope everybody, and matter of fact, I'm going to make a suggestion that you guys start being intentional about enjoying your lives. Working, getting that moolah, that stuff is cool as heck. But you must be living life too, or you will forget that life is taking place and you will look up and you will have not done so many real cool things. Do not get comfortable, people. Do not get comfortable. Most of my life, I thought about, the retiring after 50 years and things like that. And you know that would be cool if we got spare lives. Like I had one more after this, but to work your life away. To work your life away and not at least have some cool moments of it, that's playing yourself. So, those of you who do work hard every day, you're going to have to get intentional about creating a schedule that allows you to get away and really enjoy the rewards of all of the work that you do year round. Some of you think you are alive. You're not really alive. Some of you aren't alive. And some of you won't even lie about it. Some of you know you're not alive, right? You feel like you just working until it's time to lay you to rest, right? So think about it and do different. Get on a train sometime and just let it, and you don't have to wait on people to go with you. You don't have to wait on people to go with you. Okay. Give me a second, people. Rock out with me. Give me thumbs up down in the comments if you're alive, well, and kicking down there with us. Give me a thumbs up down there in the comments. Shout out to BJ down there rocking out with us. You self. Arthur in the building rocking out with us. My girl Lena definitely in the building. Okay, so and I'm serious about that. I tell you guys, I'm intentional about those things. Making sure that you enjoy life. That's why I tell you guys all the time, my life is amazing. I've positioned myself to where my life is amazing. I derive pleasure out of the simplest things that are associated with life, right? And especially accomplishments. So, yeah, you guys need to listen. Don't just be working. Don't just be relationshiping, right? Be living life too. But you have to be intentional. I have saw an entire town die because they weren't intentional about supporting the venues that people were trying to create, right? Your friends can create buildings. Your friends can create bars and things like that all they want. But if you guys aren't, it's called culture. It's called culture. If you guys aren't intentional about patreoning these establishments, even when you get off work and you're tired and you feel like just chilling, that's not supporting. Get up and go support that thing. And you turn your environment into, have you ever noticed that there are some places where people go right before work so they can all have a drink together? That's that's them making the best of their existence. So yeah, I'm not going to turn this into a thesis and all of this and this and that. Or, a lecture. But you guys, if you're going to be like me, you're going to enjoy life. But listen, I wanted to talk about something. So the thing, listen, you guys might not believe this, but I'm going to say it anyway. The show that we did yesterday, matter of fact, I'll just do this. They got it all set up for me. Okay. The show that we did yesterday. Now, listen, I didn't know that was fresh. I didn't know that was new, right? with the woman, the angry woman, like that thing is everywhere. That thing is everywhere. I thought that might have been something from a year ago or something like that. I didn't know that that thing happened. You guys know what I'm talking about. The woman who got pulled over, traffic stop by the police, and she went absolutely insane. Listen, she didn't even go insane. See, I'm good at this. I'm good at this. That was not that woman. Well, we're going to play a little bit of it. We're going to play a little bit of it. We're going to flip these cameras around so my people can see.
Shows Tanisha Thompson being pulled.
Now, let's see how we actually got here.
Just what I've been waiting on, this body cam footage, because I know this is going to tell the story.
Hi there. That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that.
Yes,
Fuck off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
Mom, chill out. Mom,
I'm not just call. Yes, call.
out.
I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom,
Don't
please
touch
chill
me.
out. Mom,
Don't
please chill
touch
out.
me.
Step
Don't.
it out.
I'm
Mom,
not
please
stepping
chill
out of
out.
shit. Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking supervisor.
Listen, people, this thing turned into something. Matter of fact, give me a second. This thing turned into something. It's every. Listen, this woman, I'm going to go so far as to say she didn't blow a valve. She didn't have a temper tantrum. This is who this woman is. You can bet your last dollar on that.
I'm the supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
Yes, I am.
Call
I
your
am the
supervisor.
corporal.
A
Step
supervisor.
out.
I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
out of
Mom,
nothing.
chill out.
Get
Mom,
your
chill out.
fucking hand
Please,
off
please
me.
chill out. Mom,
Get
please
your
chill
hand
out.
off me. Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out when the
out.
supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping out of
supervisor.
nothing.
Ma'am.
Get your hand off.
Listen, I just wanted to give you guys a refresher course of who we were talking about, right? This thing is everywhere, but you guys know me. I find different messages in different places, right? And I'm not even so much as going as far as to whether or not she was right or wrong in whether or not she deserved to get pulled over, right? The part that I identify with, somebody is with that woman. I bet you. And you know, it sparked me to be thinking. All last night I'm thinking. I'm like, that exists. People are really in relationships with women who are terrorists inside of the relationship. In a lot of cases, will get physical. Right? And so I find myself asking. Of course, we know it's not true. I've been teaching you guys this for the longest. People say there's somebody for everybody. We know that that's mathematically not correct. But how to show online, people. Oftentimes when we are up here, I'm reminded of the value of this show because I hear certain things that we have already talked about. And as I'm about to speak them again, probably for the second time, the first thing that jumps in my mind is, no, that's real. There's not numerically somebody for everybody, but when we have been telling you guys that you have a sexual market value, according to who you are, according to what you look like, everybody has a dating credit score. Everybody does. There's not a lot of you women who are lined up to date a man who only has one eye. His dating value is universally low. Does that mean that he can't luck up somehow and get a supermodel? No, it means for the most part, he's going to relatively have low dating value, right? Now, what we're talking about right now is this. How low do you think the value would have to be of a man who is willing to be inside of an existence with this woman? We know that that wasn't an outburst of her. And I want to say this again. Shout out to black people. One thing that I truly respect about black people it seems as though we are the only community being honest out in the open about the effed up things we do, about the things that we do wrong. We call each other out. We definitely do. We talk about taking each other's lives. We look what my whole platform is about. We talk about how bad the women are performing. So shout out to black people. So it's what we've been telling you guys. In a sense, there is somebody for everybody according to dating value. You're typically going to get the same version of yourself. Whatever the elements are that make your dating value low, and if you want to know what I mean when I say low dating value, when's the last time a quality caliber man who most other attractive women find attractive asked you to marry him? When's the last time you've had that? And then it gets worse when we scale it down to when is the last time even a hood ninja asked you to marry him, right? I'm not saying that to rub it all in your face and things like that. What I'm letting you guys know is a lot of you are running around here allowing a before and after lifestyle with makeup to cause you to be so far away from the truth as it pertains to what your real beauty looks are. We have just been forced to believe a lot of you have mental illness, but it's not that. It's the makeup. It's all of the accessories that you put on yourself, and then whatever you see in the mirror right then and there, you say, this is what I am. But even then, you're usually scaled up 3 points too much. And that's why a lot of you are missing out on the person that you're supposed to be with. Because in your head, you score higher than what you do in reality. And you don't know that guy, listen, that woman right there, the man who would have to put up with that, he's more than likely an inadequate man. He's more than likely a man that other more attractive women don't typically find desirable or attractive, right? He's likely the man who has at least 2 to 3 inadequacies about him that register him as unattractive in the eyes of most women, right? He's not going to be that confident. He's not going to be that masculine. He may not be that good in bed, right? He's a leftover man. After all of the women have picked through out of society, all of the ones that people didn't want 2 times over, this is what you're stuck with. And you, in your eyes, you think that you're settling. But no, your behavior has your dating value down there like that of an insecure, emasculine man. There's different elements that bring the dating value down, but it doesn't matter. Once that value is where it's at, that's where your match is at. Your mouth and your nasty masculine behavior could be what has you down there at a 4 sexual market value, right? But this guy right here, he's a 4 too because he's everything that you don't want. And that's what you guys don't understand. If you don't want to keep on qualifying for men that you guys say that you have to settle for, stop running your mouth all the time. Stop being masculine. Stop being violent. Stop coming with multiple other men's kids. I'm telling you, this affected me last night because I'm like, no, there's men really out there dealing with this. I want to show this again a little bit.
Get your hand
I'm not
off
letting
me.
go.
You later. You dropped the ticket, not me.
I put the ticket in the car.
No, you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
You're
and
touching
go.
me. Give me the
All
ticket.
right.
You're
Yes,
touching me forcibly. You're holding me too
Because
tight, and you're being out of
you
line.
are ridiculous.
Y'all see
Just
this,
get the
right?
ticket. Sir, I'm
Listen, I want to ask people. Oh, there it is. Do you think this is a scenario where this was just a one-off? Downtown, definitely in the building, rocking out with us, supporting the show. My stay one. Listen, let me see something. My brother Stacy Prince definitely up in this situation. You know what it is, my guy. My question to you guys is this. Let me get this over here, see if I can salvage some of this as content. My question to you guys is this. Do you think it's even possible that this woman has mastered her emotions to the extent to where, oh, this right here, what we're seeing, is not really who she is at home. This is just a one-off where maybe she had a bad day. Do you guys think that that's what this is? This, and for those of you who don't know what I mean when I say this, I'm talking about this.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop. Why are you holding my arm like
because
this?
I gave you the ticket.
Why? No, you did not. You dropped the ticket, not me. I told you I did not want it. You dropped it. You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get your hand off of me. You're holding me forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step out of the car.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Out of the
I got to get an interview with this woman because I know what I'm talking about. This is not a one-off. This is who she is. And see, because of what I tolerate and what I don't tolerate, my mind has not had to go to a hypothetical place where, you know, I'm even pondering, are there men out there dealing with women like this, right? Because it's not my reality, so it's not something I would ever think about. But when we saw this yesterday, I started doing research and going through videos. There's a clip of a guy, who was it, the Ricky Lake? Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. It's two black people. It's two black people. And the woman and the man were in the back room, and I guess they thought no cameras were on them, and she was punching him and right. There is a world that men like myself do not know about. But okay, I guess we've all grown up with some less than masculine men in our lives, and we saw them get abused by women. But do you know what it would take for somebody to be in a relationship with this woman?
Car.
No, what am I supposed
Mom,
to
is
do?
there anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the
He said, is there anything I could do to get you to comply? Listen, he knows he's outmatched.
Comply.
He said take the ticket and we
No, I did not. You did that.
He said
you
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket
and we
at
can
I
me.
gave it to you so
You
you
threw
could
the
leave.
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
it's
ticket.
on your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
No,
Give me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step out.
Listen, what I'm saying is, this is not, and see, that's why when people ask me, am I attracted to, or would I date a woman in high authoritarian position, a CEO, a powerful woman, something like that, I find it very unattractive, right? In most cases. Because here's my thoughts. In order to excel corporately, you have to become something that we know is the exact opposite of feminine. You have to become tough, right? You have to play with the big boys. You have to be able to walk by your personal assistant's desk every day and see his picture of him and his wife on that desk every day for 5 years, and then one day have to come tell him, Miguel, we have to let you go, and get right back on to your day. You have to develop an ability to be cold. And I believe it would be difficult for a person to light switch that thing. I'm this shark at work, but I turn it off when I get home and submit to my husband. I would find that a daunting task, right? And it's the same with this woman right here. This woman does not have something that she can turn off to get this up out of her. I'm going to pull this back just a little bit more.
Not me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
you're
and
touching
go.
me. Give me the
Alright,
ticket.
yes,
You're
do
touching
that.
me forcibly. You're holding me too
Because
tight, and you're
Just-
being
just
out of
do
line.
it.
Ridiculous.
Y'all see
Just
this,
get the
right?
ticket. Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
Stop.
Why are you holding my arm like
Because
this?
I gave you the
Why?
ticket.
No, you
then
did not.
proceeded
You
to throw
dropped
it.
the ticket,
I
not
put it
me.
in your car,
I told you I did
and
not
you
want it.
proceeded to
You
throw it out of
dropped
the
it.
car.
You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get
That's
your hand
fine,
off
but
of
I've
me.
asked you
You're
to step out
holding
of
me
the car.
forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step
Get
out
your
of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what am I stepping
Mom,
out of the
is
Is
car
there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the
To
ticket and we
comply.
can leave.
You
He
threw
said
the
take
car out
the
of
ticket
the
and we
car.
can
No, I
leave.
did not. You did that.
He said
You
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket
and we
at
can
I
leave.
gave it to you
You
so you
threw
could
the
leave.
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
No,
Give
we're,
me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out of
what?
the car, littering.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when
Yes, ma'am.
when your colonel gets
No,
here,
we are
then I will
beyond that.
step out.
Step
I'm not
out.
getting out of the car. I'm with
Step
my
out.
I'm with my child, and I'm not
I
doing
understand
that.
you're with
Call
your
your
child.
father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step out
I'm not.
of the
I'll
car.
step out when another officer gets here. I'm not
Step
stepping out.
out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong, and I don't
Because
trust you.
I don't
You
trust
don't
you
have to
not
hold
leave.
me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I
I
gonna
will
go?
stop holding.
This is what I'm telling y'all. Listen, I don't, I'm not in the habit of trying to be funny and trying to make fun of moments that are sensitive or anything like that, right? But what I'm telling you guys is this. What I'm telling you is this. There are people out there dealing with that, and it's because their dating value is low. A guy who is inadequate is not typically the type of man that most women would find attractive, not that confident, shy in some areas as well, might not even be good in bed as well. Some people have 4 compounds that make them very low on the dating on the dating ladder, right? So they are inadvertently a match with someone else who has attained their low dating value by way of different means. This woman, the caliber of man she would qualify for, she wouldn't want him. Now, there's 2 aspects to this. I want to say she wouldn't want him, but certain women, I actually do know. Now that I dig back in my database, I do know of situations personally where women preferred men that they could batter. I know of it. And it's a thing. There are some women who they are going to disrespect the guy that they're with, and you would think that she would be attracted to a man she couldn't roll over like that, but she knows. Listen, I think, and I tell people this all of the time, I think we have to be really careful. This is a teachable moment for everybody. This has been an ongoing conversation that I've been having with people because I have a stance on these things. I think we have to be really careful. You know how we say, anybody could do better, even amongst the white community towards the black community, you could do better and blah, 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 right? I've been humbled by a concept that came my way that let me know you don't know what it feels like to be, I can't help the things that I do. I try to control myself sometimes. I know we have all crossed paths with and had people in our family to where it's like they can't stop messing up. Right? They've had all of the support and everything. Got bonded out of jail several times. It's like this person thinks that there's some type of competition, Olympic competition take place to see who could mess their life up the quickest, and this guy is trying to be number 1. Or this girl. I truly believe that some people are damaged goods. So that's why I often tell people we should be careful when we say things like, if I could do better, so-and-so could do better. That's crazy. This woman, I haven't seen something like this in a long time. I know that whoever is in this relationship with this woman, they're hostage in this relationship. But I can't leave. I do leave sometime when she go off, like maybe spit on me or hit me with something. Now that's when I do go home and don't talk to her for about a week. But I know I can't do no better. I'd never be able to get a girl as pretty as her. So what am I gonna do? I guess she won't stop abusing me, and I know I can't do no better than her. This is where a lot of this is coming from. Because here's the thing, and guess why she's dealing with him, although she may be pretty. She's dealing with him because the men who aesthetically would be on her equal level, the quality men, they won't deal with her because she's a liability. So she's been reduced to only having to deal with the caliber of man, weak, emasculated men who most women don't find attractive. I want to say I don't understand, but this is a different type of energy. This is the type of energy I want you guys to also take this into consideration too. We don't talk about this often. But they did a study. I think they split up about 5 different science groups, right? And assigned them each somewhat complex projects. And they secretly injected one person. I'm sorry, it was 5 people per team. They secretly injected one person, one negative person into each group, right? Into 2 of the groups. Every group that had a negative person injected in it, their performance lacked like 4 times behind the people's whose didn't have any negative influence inside of their groups, right? And here's the kicker. This experiment was only 30 minutes. Imagine some of you have a negative person in your life indefinitely. It affects your lifespan. It affects how happy you are as you live your life. It will cause you to underperform in life, but like 4 times. I can't talk anybody right now out of knowing that their dating value is so low that they have to deal with somebody like this. Listen, we can periodically just press play on this, and it's going to always be an element where she's 10.
I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not stepping out of the car. Call your colonel and I will get out of the car. You're holding me. I'm not resisting.
Listen, this is a police officer in a time where we say blacks are getting abused by police officers, and she's shutting him down. Can you imagine what this woman is like in a relationship? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it. She dominated this man. I believe she actually intimidated him.
I'm not. What am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for? I didn't litter. You did that. No, I did not. You did that. You did that. It's all on camera. So when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me. I'm not getting out of. You have a supervisor. Okay.
Listen, she's telling him what she's not gonna do. Now, my question to you guys is this: who is this down here? Let me see if I can get you up here. Yeah, this thing don't let me. Whenever people request to come up, it don't let me do it manually. I have to go directly to your name. Jay Booker, let me see if you're down there. What's going on? What's going on? All right, you guys come up, be ready. You come up, be ready. But there's something broken inside of you if you're willing to deal with this. You got to know that though, right? You got to know that. Not even to this extent. If you have a woman who questions your every move, has something to say about everything, always have to have the last word, you're still in this same type of relationship. This is a relationship where you're in a relationship with a tyrant, a bully, if you will. Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I think she's an attractive woman, right? And she's probably just coming from the gym or something. there is somebody who also has low value, right? Low dating value. And, you know, for those of you who want to act like you don't know what I mean when I'm saying low dating value, if you have not been locked down or proposed to or engaged in a very serious relationship by a man that most other women would consider a quality man, then, you know, listen, if you haven't even been proposed a serious situation with a low value man, that's even worse. So basically, if people, if human beings, period, over the course of several years are not advancing you and petitioning you for any type of serious companionship, you have low dating value. You have low dating value. I'm not saying that to make fun of you, but I'm saying it so in hopes that, you know, when that person who's a janitor at the high school comes try to holler at you and you would have your nose up, you better turn your nose back down, because no human beings have petitioned for you in the last 8 years on any serious level. Again, I'm only saying that to help you out. Where are my Cash App warriors at up in this situation? Let's get this thing going, people. Let's get this thing going. Because I might, yeah, I might turn this into something tonight. We might vibe on out tonight.
So when your supervisor gets here, then I will step out of the car. Call someone else to come here. There is someone else.
Listen, my question to you guys is, do you even think someone, and I want to count how many no. Just say no if you think no. Say yes if you think yes. Do you think, I'm going to play this for a second.
Not right now.
There is someone else. Let me call 911. Get your fucking...
Wait, please, sir, stop. Stop, wait, stop, Mom.
Now, my question to you is, do you even think someone like this is even capable of turning it down at times? You had better believe, in my personal opinion, this is the type of woman who the majority of times things have to go her way or this thing is going to blow up. That's what I get out of this. I agree. Say yes if you believe a woman like this can adjust her attitude when she's at home with a man, or say no if you say no if you think she can. Yeah, I agree. Like, this is what you would call actually an unstable person. I think often too, we don't view certain things as serious as we should. Like, we use a lot of words today, like unstable and unfit and things like that. But, you know, those words have been slingshot around the internet so many times to where when we hear these words, they don't mean as much as they're supposed to mean to us, right? You guys don't realize you're walking in the midst of it, almost to the tune of Walking Dead. People are messed up. Listen, I'm telling you, there's women. And this is why I tell you guys that you gotta learn how to either break these things down from a logical standpoint to where you can understand them at the core of them and then give adequate assessment about them, right? Because I think if most people knew the truth, they would be more empathetic to a lot of the BS they see, even in the black community. You think because you're in tune that everybody's in tune. That's what you think. You think that if they're not like this, right, then they're okay. That's what you think. That's not how this thing works. Nobody walks around with a sign promoting, hey, I do too have psychological damage and dysfunction due to some of the things I went through when I was young. My point is this: even as it pertains to problems, you really need critical thinking skills and problem solving skills in order to address problems when they occur. Conflict resolution skills. As we turn into adults, as we develop, not adults, as we start growing and developing, there is things inside of us, skill sets that start developing in sync with each other to give us everything that we need in order to move fluently through this journey of life. You're going to come into problems. So you're going to have some problem solving skills, some critical thinking skills, cognitive abilities, things like this. But studies show as those things are developing when you're children, one thing that can interrupt the developmental stage is when a child hits a roadblock of trauma of some sorts, right? Sense of urgency living, lack of necessities, things like that. It will be like a roadblock to the development of these skills that you're supposed to be having inside of you. And as you grow older, because those issues never got addressed, you will be handicapped in some of those areas. Look at it like this. Look at it like your critical thinking, your reading and comprehension, your cognitive skills, your problem solving skills are all supposed to hit the meter at 100%, right? Due to whatever trauma, depending on whatever trauma you encounter, some of you could have reading and comprehension level at a 40% right now, even though you're 45 years old. Some of you could have critical thinking skills at 37, but you're still functioning, right? So when people so easily tell other people, you could do better if I did better, it's kind of disrespectful, actually. Because some of the skill sets that you have, minds are broken. And I believe that we can identify these people by how repetitiously they bump their heads throughout life. Because after a certain amount of time, it says, no, that person can't do better. Right? All of y'all got that uncle that he doesn't even have any plans on getting his life together, right? We know this. We know people like this. Now, do you think that they just want... I'm going somewhere with all of this. Right back to this woman. She can't stop that. It's who she is. And how she has to date is by way of subconsciously, she doesn't realize it, but she's dating down. She's probably attracted to the caliber of men who are confident, right? Good with women, about their ways, right? Handsome. But she can't attain those men. And life has shown her that over and over and over and over. She has come to an understanding where she can identify what the majority of her relationships were like and the caliber of people that they were with. Over a course of some years, yeah, you're going to know. You're definitely going to know. I think so. People that say, if I can do it, you can do it, has a superiority complex. I agree with that. It would do us well to acknowledge that you don't know what it feels like to, at this very moment, have aspects of mental retardation going through your head right now. You don't know what that feels like. You don't even know how badly it impairs and handicaps a person. You're saying, certain people should think before they do things. The thought of think before I do it never pops up in these people's minds. They're slow. I think that is the best term that, they started using because it's, there's respect attached to it. But imagine, some of you, I used to like to watch that show, The Flash. You remember how he could just blow through life and see people moving like a second per year, right? That's what it's like when other people are impaired in certain areas that you're not impaired in. So I don't think we should. Listen, you don't think that I really believe that there's something wrong at bare minimum in the moment that a woman has 3 children by 3 different men? You think everything's okay there? You think that makes sense to anybody? Do you think that anybody believes that that's something beneficial to do? have 3 children by 3 different men, knowing how men feel about dating single mothers. That's a mental issue. Bare minimum, you lack self-control. Because in the heat of the moment, just let me let it go in you, baby. Yes, daddy. The textbook definition of lost control. You could not possibly have any control in that moment. Because if you had control, we all know the proper thing would be to say, even as aroused as I am right now, no. The lack of control is what allowed you to go ahead and go through with it. Or some type of mental. I was compelled to do this show. Look like this is going to be a short show. I don't know. Where are my people at? Yeah, we probably clip this up to be a short one. Shout out to Yoli. Adrian down there. 8K. Moscow in the building. Miss Brenda down there rocking with us. Yeah, who was that? Dennis said it's not a relationship with her. It's a dictatorship. Listen, we know this woman likely gets violent too. I can't even see someone with this little self-control. I don't see them just not having control up until the point where it's about time to put their hands on somebody, but now I'll control myself. No. If you can't control yourself, you can't control yourself.
Hello, Mom, please, wait, stop, sir, please stop. Wait, sir, stop, please stop. Wait, stop, sir, stop, please. Wait, please, stop. No, stop, please, I'm scared.
That's what we're talking about tonight. Some of you are really dealing with some form of this. I really wish the people would be honest. The people who are probably dealing with something like this. If you're on Instagram, because Instagram keeps it real with me oftentimes. If you're on Instagram and you've ever dealt with something like this, or you're dealing with it now, drop me in the comments. I bet you this is more common than we give it credit for. It would be easy for a woman to use her power. Like, hey, listen, the power shift is definitely lopsided. Women are even aware of the power they possess. It's a gift and a severe curse too, right? It's a curse because that thing is so powerful to where even they can't make good judgments by having it. You know what I mean? So they'll betray themselves with that thing, right? So I wouldn't want one for anything in this world. With regardless all of the perks that come with having a vajayjay, I would not want one for anything in this world. To be born with something that causes me to lose my self-control very, very often, multiple times throughout the year, right? Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want one. But what women do know is the power shift is ludicrous. Do you know how hard it is for men to get sex? And now let's don't even get on talking about to get sex from an attractive woman. If I did not have my cell phone, and you see it as you deal with women, you see they know, right? They know it is up to them when they get to make your day. Yep. They know what will make your day. And it is all within their power. So it makes it easier for women. Hold on, give me a second. I don't know if I like that. I don't think that I like that. Let me see something. it makes it easier for women to measure how far gone they have an individual. A man, let's just say what it is. Because she perpetually has something. Give me a second, I gotta fix this. She perpetually has something. Listen, she perpetually has something that you want and always want. And just dangling it here and there, dangling the notion of it here and there. Mixed with requests for things, gifts and things like that, it allows a woman to measure how far gone she has a man. Okay, I was able to get him to pay half of my car note, so yeah. Okay, that one time I did get him to leave work early just to come spend some time with me, so yeah. And when they have you like that, they know that they can behave any type of way. Let a woman get you like that for 6 months to a year. You are dog food. You are dog food. You let a woman know the inner workings of you and your psychology to that degree, and it will be no different than Puppet Master. It will be no different than Puppet Master. He said they weaponize it. This is good, most definitely. He said, how about the son is more feminine than the mother with black women? Said it's really not that simple. I think it's that simple. Shout out to my brother ZF down here holding us down on TikTok. Listen, but we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. If we're going to go, let's go.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that.
Yes,
Fuck off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
Shows Tanisha Thompson being pulled.
Now, let's see how we actually got here.
Just what I've been waiting on, this body cam footage, because I know this is going to tell the story.
Hi there.
So let me know.
I'm Corporal Morgan with the Hearst Police Department. Reason why you're getting stopped, you were just driving through a school zone going 40. It's a 25 through there. Do you have your driver's license proof of insurance with you today?
Dallas.
Silence, not saying nothing.
Where y'all heading to this afternoon? Coming
Home.
from?
See, this part shows you, and here's the part I'm trying to get you guys to understand. She's not even fired up. I can't say what just happened to her or what mood, why she's in the mood that she's in, but it's a smooth flow. Like, it doesn't seem like she just jumped out of character.
Just a question.
None of your business.
I'm sorry?
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
See, I already know how this going to go.
It is.
Okay. Do you have your insurance?
I'm showing you that.
I'm trying to find her. That first one, she said home, I already knew.
Any reason for the hurry this afternoon?
I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't even see a school
Oh, there's a
sign.
flashing signal as you were driving through, directly on the side of the roadway.
You see his demeanor, his body language, he's nice. Even with her, all of this. I already knew this before.
That's good till March. Let me go check on your license. I'll be right back with you. Y'all just stay in the car for me.
Ooh, she
Now watch
wrote her
this. I think what I'm trying to say is look how comfortable she is when it's time to set it off. She's comfortable in that character. There's not a great big switch up that she has to do. It's not like she's getting fired up. She's quite comfortable in that role. Watch.
This why I always wait for the body cam footage. 2 minutes later. Okay, so he gets out the car.
Okay, Tanisha, you'll be receiving a citation today for the speed. I just need to get a signature from you. This is not an admission of guilt.
I'm not.
It's a promise. You're not going to sign it?
No, I'm not.
That's fine. I'll just put refuse. I need to get the VIN number on the car real quick. I'll enter that. I'll print you your copy and send you on your way.
Could have ended right there. And he was still nice. He's like, all right, Tanisha, you'll be receiving. He ain't even like.
She had her mind made up from just like, I don't know if it's just who she is, but I know there was never a time that she had conceded that she was going to be cooperative in any of this. There was never no time where she was in a cooperative mindset.
Where's your registration sticker on the car?
I just bought this car, so I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
Any more questions?
I'm just asking.
Okay.
Listen, when black people do that, any more questions, we really mean shut up. Ask any black person down there. Ask any black person. If we say something like, is that all? Or anything else, we really mean shut up.
Do you have your bill of sale with the car then?
No, I don't.
Okay, you should probably carry that with you if you're not going to display your registration sticker.
Well, I wasn't told that, so you might need to get updated on the laws.
You might need to get updated on the laws. Girl. See, y'all forget y'all talking to human beings. That's
all right. Give me
1 minute later. This ain't gonna end well.
All right. Here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, you don't want to take it?
No.
Well, it's going to take it because it's your citation. That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
She had no intentions anywhere in this video to cooperate. And I'm telling you, she moves around in that energy actually pretty good, pretty comfortably.
Out of the car. He taught her one time what to do.
Citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
Don't
yes,
do
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Step
out.
I'm not stepping
Step out. 6963.
Yes,
Step out.
I'm not
Step out.
Listen, do you know the hell that a woman like this can wreak in a man's life? Because listen, she's not bluffing. You know, you can tell when some people bluffing. She's not bluffing at all. And as a matter of fact, this is the caliber of woman who will take it all the way there. In the black community, we hear about certain people who are known like, nah, he'll take it all the way there. Like, she'll take it all the way there. She'll take that thing to places where most people read in the newspaper. And this is likely not her first time. If we were to interview her family members, do you know what they would tell us about her? It's almost like we all know her. I know that this is not a one-off. This is who this woman is. And there are men settling for that.
Step out.
Don't touch
Step
me.
out.
Don't touch me.
Step it out.
I'm not stepping
Now
out.
we're here.
Listen, you hear what the son said? You never once did you hear the son saying, "Officer, please stop." He says, "Mom, stop." He knows this woman. You think he doesn't know this woman? This man has been on the receiving end of many of those tongue lashings. You know it. Or he saw her emasculate men, or even her dad, his dad.
You're the fucking supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
Yes.
See, this is what I want to say. Sometimes
A
Step out.
supervisor. I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
out of nothing. Get
Step
your
out.
fucking hand off me.
Step
Get your
out.
hand off me.
Notice the boy keeps saying, "Mom, chill out."
Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out
out.
on the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping
supervisor.
out of nothing.
Ma'am.
Get your hand off me.
Tanisha.
Get your hand off
I'm not letting
me.
go.
You littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not me.
I put the ticket in
No,
the car
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You dropped the ticket.
For those of you who don't know, she's also on Facebook Live on her own phone right now. Now, somebody previously said, what if she was showing out for the thing? I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that was the bigger part. Maybe it may have aided 10% of her showing out, but no, you can't fake that type of being. That's who this woman is. You hear the boy, Mom, stop. Mom, stop. He not once said, police officer, stop. He knows this woman, and he knows how far she'll take it. And I believe she's probably done violence to men she's been in relationships with in her past. I guarantee it. You couldn't be in a relationship with this woman without there being some rah-rah. No way. You'd have to be the caliber of man who's a soft man, and you don't mind women calling you a stupid ass bitch. This woman could go there. I'm telling you.
Not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
you're
and
touching
go.
Me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly.
She believes she's dictating all of this. How all of this to, all right, go ahead, give me the ticket now. I've changed my mind. I guess I'm willing to, give me the ticket. Like, it's up to her. He said that ship has sailed.
You're holding me too tight, and you're being out of line.
You are resisting.
Y'all see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
Stop.
Why are you holding my arm like
because
this?
I gave you the ticket.
She desires the smoke. She don't want there to be any instances where this thing can be mitigated down. She don't. If we could read her right now, and there was 2 buttons, smoke, no smoke, it appears she desires the smoke. She's not backing down. She's not trying to compromise.
Proceeded to throw it.
The ticket,
I put it in your car.
I told you I did not want it.
And you proceeded to throw it out of the car.
You dropped it. You're doing too much.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid of you. Get
That's
your hand
fine.
off of me.
But I've asked you
You're
to step out of the car.
Forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step
Get
out
your
of the
fucking
car.
Hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
She said, get your fucking hands off of me. You think she's playing? See, those of us in the black community, we know. The ones in our families that are like that, like, it's not a secret. Like, no, I'll probably leave her alone, man. Probably leave her alone. We're talking about the ones that will upend an entire family reunion picnic, right? We know with the ones who is not really to be toyed with.
No, why am I stepping out of the car?
Is there anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said
To
take the ticket.
comply.
You
Listen
threw
to
the
the
car out of
son.
the car.
No, I did not. You did that.
He said
You
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket
out.
at me.
I get
Listen, you can hear the son. The son knows how far this woman will go. He knows.
gave it to you so you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
It's no.
Look, so now she's like, okay, give me the ticket. Like, it's up to her.
We're
Give me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out of the
what?
car, literally.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when the
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think we've seen many men dominate the police to this fashion. Like, see, and we know. How many of you think that this was just a bad day and that this is her first time going 10 like this? Right? This woman has expertise in going 10. Look how comfortable she is in the role.
when your colonel gets
No,
here,
we are
then I
beyond
will
that.
Step out.
We're
I'm not
beyond
getting
that.
out of the car.
Step out.
I'm with my child.
Hey, listen. King said crash out. And that's the perfect definition. For those of you who don't know what we mean when we say a crash out, we mean a person who will take it all the way there. Already understanding that it could end in a very bad place. There are people who exist that will take it there. Crash outs.
And I'm
We're
I
not.
beyond
understand
that.
you're with
Call
your
your
child.
father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step
I'm
out of
not.
the
I'll
car.
step out when another officer gets here. I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong.
Because
I don't trust you.
I don't trust
You
you
don't
to
have to
not
hold
leave.
me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going to go?
I will stop holding
I'm
you
not
if
gonna
you
go
step out of the
anywhere.
car.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You need to
Call
step
your
out of the
colonel and
car.
I will get out of the car.
This is
Do you see that this woman has actually assumed control over this entire thing? She literally has, if we're being honest about it. She has assumed command of this entire encounter. And he's trying to regain control. He's trying to get her to cooperate, but
Resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest.
Because you're not answering my order.
Littering. What am I under arrest for? I didn't litter. You did that.
Ticket out
no,
the
I
window.
did not. You did that. You did that. It's all on camera.
You're
so
correct.
when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me.
I am the corporal.
Getting out of you have a supervisor. Okay.
I am the supervisor
so
on
when your
duty.
supervisor gets here,
He
then
is
I
not.
will step
I am
out
the
of
highest
car.
ranking
Call
supervisor.
someone else
I don't
to
have
come
anyone
here.
else.
There is someone else.
Not right now.
There is someone
You
else.
need to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Get your
Stop.
phone. Please, sir, stop.
Get out.
Wait, stop, Mom, chill out,
Get
Mom,
out.
Wait, stop, sir, please stop.
Now we screaming.
Get out.
Stop, please stop,
Stop.
Wait, stop.
Get out, man.
Stop.
Wow.
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over.
listen, you guys need to note, she's still not done. She's still resisting.
How am I gonna roll over to on?
Roll over. Lower to the left. Pull your hand up.
This woman was okay with being treated in a way that we can only liken to how you subdue hogs and animals you're trying to get under control. She was okay with that. Like, that wasn't foreign to her. It's like she doesn't feel out of place. With, as a woman, an older woman, being thrown on the ground and handcuffed. She was basically saying, no, this is the way I prefer it. All that cooperating and, us making it back home to both our families safely today, the hell with that. Give me that other stuff. Look, Dallas says she is causing trauma to her son here. But see here, hey, listen, what a lot of you don't want to understand, that ain't this boy's first rodeo. You think this is all that he's seen of this woman? He knew to be trying to calm her down. He was never saying, please, officer, please stop, please stop. He was telling his mom, you think he doesn't know this woman? You think he doesn't know her get down? Can you imagine what this boy has saw living in the house with this woman?
Wow. So this is where we are.
All you had to do is take the ticket and leave.
I need you guys to listen to the simplicity of what he said. All you had to do was take the ticket and leave. Like, he's not just saying that. Like, that was that thing started out with a 90% likely, a 99% likelihood that that's how that was going to turn out, that she was going to get a ticket and leave. And the moment she involved who she was into the conversation and discussion, that's when her percentages dropped all the way down to around 5%. Because this is who she is. This is who this woman is. It's how she moves. She gets down well. Listen, she gets down well in the mud. She's very comfortable. Look, most women would be, oh my gosh, this woman's good. And she's letting you know that. Like, I'm good. Laying on her belly, nose to the concrete, and she's not tripping.
She's in custody.
Look, she fits well down there. She is not tripping. Most women we know would be crying, panicking in some way or another.
Now our hair is messed
Get my
up.
phone.
Now we on the floor. Now we got bruises.
Yeah.
You see what she said? Get my phone. This is not bothering her like it would most women.
For police brutality.
Okay, I'm gonna lead you this way. And step up.
Stupid.
And feet, knees. There we go. Going to this car back here.
Listen, if you could black out to the extent to where you're not tripping on how this affects your son, where you can't hear his voice and acknowledge that while you're doing all this, he really is sitting right there, you can black out to where you're not comprehending or able to even see how the situation you're creating could potentially affect him and get him popped up. We talking about a real blackout. Do you know, listen, not once have we heard her say anything about the safety of her son. Where's my son? This mamma jamma said, where's my phone?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
I don't know if that's my brother Quiet Storm down there. If it is, shout out to my brother. Look at this.
Face the number 11.
Listen, now his tone is completely different with her because he's discovered that as nice as he was for the first whole 10 minutes of this thing and cordial, he's discovered I can't communicate with this one like this. I have to talk to her like she's an animal. You hear his whole tone has switched up. I want to go back to this.
Going to this car back here. Face the number 11.
His patience is worn. She's warned this man. She has drained this man. Listen, and I'm still telling you guys, that woman still has not, she's not tripping on how her son's gonna get, son's left with the police officers. How's he gonna get, like none of this is a concern. And she actually sounds like she has a boy who's not from the streets who could be vulnerable in certain areas of environments. Like, what, is he gonna have to walk home? Like, when you black out to where no scenarios of the safety of your son or your offspring jump into your head, you're gone. I don't think I've heard many people review this and speak to that point of it. The total neglect of her child. We're hearing what police officers are doing to black men. She didn't care about creating a scenario where she has to go away while the police are left there alone with her son, not knowing how the outcome will be. And you're good with that.
Right there. Spread your feet for me. No guns, drugs, knives on you, right? No guns, drugs, or knives on you.
None of her energy has changed. She has not come to her senses. The smoke is still there.
Or no?
Do it look like I got any guns, drugs, or knives on me?
I'm over it.
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
That's all.
Yes or no question.
I truly believe in my heart that if they were to take those cuffs off of her right now, they'd have a problem. I truly believe that. I believe if they were to take those cuffs off, they'd have a problem on their hands. And yet, there's men who can't do better than a woman like this due to they never went to the boxing gym. They never improved their confidence in the areas where they knew their confidence were lacking. They never thought about switching their haircut and switching their wardrobe. Some of them don't know that their wardrobe has been of the same style for the last 25 years. Maybe not the same clothes, but the same style. You're shy, right? You are dog food. Women like this will chew you up and swallow you and poop you out like it's nothing. You'll be in a domineering relationship. Now, what I want to talk about is preventative measures. You are never supposed to get to a point where you know just to be able to have access to a woman, you'll put up with abuse. Woman getting mad, whenever she gets mad, she calls you bitchs and things like that. You know for a fact you're being used. Like she doesn't even hide it. Whenever she's in a bad mood or whatever, you don't get any respect, right? She said, I'm just like this lady. Yeah, I could go for that. It exists, so it's not shell shocking that there's something down here. What you guys have to do is get intentional about fixing the flaws that are holding you back from being able to date higher quality women. If you are shy, you shouldn't be okay with that. I keep telling you guys, if you really, really, really want to break the mold and shatter into the new being that you could be, get you a boxing gym membership with intentions on later down the line. They're going to suggest to you 30 to 60 days before they allow you to spar with anyone. But I don't want you going to just to spar with someone. I want you going because getting a boxing gym membership is one of the most effective means. Listen. Getting a boxing gym membership is one of the most effective means of boosting your confidence and helping expedite you into the person that you are supposed to be or that you were supposed to be. Because it is all tangled up inside of a lot of our masculine traits where we come from. The journeys that we go through in life shifts the elements of our masculinity over here, 10% of it over here, 10%. But you can mold it however you want to by introducing yourself to certain lifestyles, exercises, and experiences. There's masculine energy at boxing gyms, right? But here's where your confidence will really, 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 really go through the roof in significant facets of life. There won't be many stages of life where your confidence won't be visible. When you go, sign up for the part where you have the trainer too. Sign up for that part. Don't go and just get a boxing membership. Once you start learning that, I think, my personal opinion, I think your first day, you will be more confident about life. Once you see, and you'll have a completely different outlook on boxing. Listen, I'm going to say this to you people now. And I'm not suggesting go to a boxing gym so you can whoop people's ass. And I'm not talking about that element of confidence. What I'm telling you is this. There's probably not a boxer, and you ask anyone who's ever boxed this, there's probably not anyone who's ever taken professional boxing or even done amateur boxing for a year who lacks confidence. They are walking around knowing that they're superior to you. A person, listen, the average person, I don't care what your size is, you don't really want to get into it with someone who's been training at a boxing gym for even 6 months. It changes their DNA. It changes their makeup. You know, you start to feel superior to the average person. And it translates and it looks like confidence to other people, but it is your self-awareness. You have hijacked your own self-awareness with justifiable reason so. What it did to me is the level of respect that I developed for people like Floyd Mayweather and them went through the roof probably 5 times. When we're at home and we're watching them on TV as they fight, we're like, my guy's winning. But you have no clue of what's taking place in that ring. These are strategic combinations and punches being thrown off of memory. You kind of turned into a Super Saiyan, to be honest, in 6 months. I don't think there's a person alive who can get them a boxing coach, get a membership to a gym, and go 2-3 times a week for 6 months. I don't think there's a person alive who could not be transformed by that. I'll go so far as to say 3 months. You guys know I don't often say bullcrap things. Now, I went down this tunnel because a lot of you need more self-awareness. You need more self-awareness. You need more confidence. Listen, right. He said the muscle memory, hand movement. Listen, if you really go in there and start learning the techniques of boxing, you'll know. We always used to hear them call it the sweet science. No, people, we're talking about science for real. They'll start you off like this. Listen, they'll start you off like this. Pop, pop. They'll have a clock right there. And whenever the clock go down, people take their breaks or whatever. They'll start you off like this. Poop, poop. And he'll show you to lean your foot this way in the beginning and in the front and the one in the back to leave it like this in case you take a punch. See, there's really techniques taking place that the average person, it's like everybody else is about to get hit with a pop quiz that you already have the answers to. Even a thing called telegraphing, where you could see a person about to throw their punch just based off of their shoulder movement and their stance. You can see it coming, right? That's how Floyd Mayweather is able to get out of the way of so many people's punches, right? When you accumulate all of this information, you won't have a choice but to feel superior to people. You guys have seen, I've been doing this show for 4 years, and I've been consistent about telling those of you who may be shy, may be broken, inadequate in some areas, feel inferior, lack confidence. I've been consistently telling you guys, go to a boxing gym, get you a membership, get your own boxing gloves, get your own bag, get the things that you need, become a member psychologically, right? And I'm going to tell you when you're really going to become a demon. After about 30 days, when you get in there with what amount of techniques you've learned and you spar with a real life threat. Once people encounter threats often enough, why do you think people who have been in the streets, people look at them like, oh, I wonder, has that person ever seen a body? Oh, there's an allure, a mystique to the Chirac guys, right? Because there's a part that makes you wonder how they come up out of it. How did they escape? And that's the way it is with people who have encountered the conflict of threat willingly. These are different people. These are different people. To willingly get in a boxing gym with a man who you know his job in that boxing ring is to do danger to you, right? It's his job. It takes a different individual to willingly keep signing up for that. So when they cross paths with a regular guy, those of you who, you know, you're not one of the men's, you wish you were cooler as your cousin is and things like that. Once you start developing your own confidence, you'll feel adequate around these type of people. It'll go beyond fighting ability. It will translate into, you know who you are, right? You need something to be proud about. That's like one of the first steps to confidence. You need something to be proud of about you in order to even be confident. Right? And so you start doing that work. Those of you who have fighters in your life, ask them about what your brother Stacey Prince said tonight. They will tell you a person who has really boxed on an amateur or especially professional. We're not even going to say professional. We can get that out of here. The average person is almost no threat to a person who is even boxed consistently on an amateur level for 6 months to a year. It's almost no match. The training, the technique, the things that boxers are taught to look for that you're going to do, and the indicators that let him know when you're likely about to do it. So, we weren't getting on sports talk, but that is, those of you who don't do well with women, those of you who kind of know that you're a shy bastard guy, you need that. You need that. They're not gonna let you jump in the ring with somebody until they condition you. They're gonna want you to be in shape for about 30 to 60 days. Listen. ZF said fighting arts are a confidence hack. We have no shows. supporters tonight. We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, then, people. You got to show value. This is the hottest show online, people. I wouldn't even continue this show without people doing show support because it brings the value of the brand down. We've had one person support the show, the Cash App, all night. I got to make sure that this is real. There's no way the hottest show online gets that type of love, well, or lack thereof. Shout out to my girl Lena. People, we are officially, okay, we are $30 away from our nightly goal, people. We are $30 away from our nightly ceiling. Let's get this thing going, people. You know what it is. Cash App, The Real Stacey Prince. Or those of you who are on YouTube, if you want to keep the show going, let's keep this thing going. You know, we got to make our nightly show goal of $50. We're $30 away. Dennis said, listen, Dennis said, I get the feeling this isn't her first rodeo having these type of problems with the cops. Listen. One thing we do know is it's not her first rodeo demonstrating this type of behavior. Yoli says she's hardcore. See, some women will woof and bluff about, I do this and this. That's not one of those ones. That's not one of those ones. She's one of the more dangerous ones. It's just going to go from 0 to 60 with her. All right, then we up out of here then, people. You guys know it's the hottest show online. You got to support the show, or we clip it at 1.5 hours. Too many jewels being dropped and the standard of excellence definitely in this situation supporting the show. Y'all know we was on our way up out of here. Like, pshoo, right? It's a very valuable show, people. We got to treat it as such. And I'm going to say this too. Those of you, how did that happen? Those of you, especially those of you women, I believe we have what is probably the most detailed and probably most effective dating course that is out there right now. I'm actually anxious to get feedback on the dating course because, you know, it's been proofread a couple of times and the thing is on that level. It's on that level where, you know, people seeking life-changing results and things like that. So you guys who have not copped it yet, you can go to therealstaceyprince.com.
Mad at me for dating outside my race.
Therealstaceyprince.com and cop that thing. Listen, I highly, highly advise you to get it for your daughters. You may say 12 years old or something like that is too young, but it's not. These kids need to be prepared for the real world before the real world sneaks up behind them with chloroform, puts it right over their mouth and rocks them to sleep forever. I highly advise that if you have 10 and 12-year-old daughters, you really need to be putting them up on adult game because they're skipping aspects of childhood that we maintained for some years. Our childhoods were longer than theirs were. They're almost going from infant to teen to young adult. And it's going to get worse. They say what we're going to see in the next 6 months with AI is going to rock a lot of people. It's going to change. Our society is about to change in the next 6 months. And a lot of people, a lot of the greatest minds said it's not all going to be good. A lot of the greatest minds are saying, if this thing, Elon Musk, I don't trust him worth a crap either, but he said with open AI, if that thing is not governed correctly, it could be bad. It could be dangerous for all of society. And I keep telling you guys, I know what I've done with these AI platforms. I've done things that would have taken me 5 years to do in 2 months. So you guys, with this the dating is a very important part of our lives. Dating is a very important part of our lives. And if you're sending your children out there handicapped, still believing in Santa Claus as it pertains to dating and all of those things, well, yours too will be one of the ones who becomes a baby mama. But no, I pretty much look at the whole dating thing like I think you got to be really aware to understand, to be able to visibly see, assess, and determine dating values, because that's where a lot of people are going wrong right now. People don't really know their true dating value. Think about this. Think about this. Think if I really have fooled myself into believing that I'm like an 8, legit, what do you think I'll be expecting? Right? That makeup, and I'm telling you, that makeup and the influences that you guys have going on is a part of why you can't fit in society right now. Like, you're not doing well in society. Women are not functioning well in society. It's like a mass level of delusion. Like, and I think the makeup has to do with it. Social media filters have to do with it, right? It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. And it's keeping you from telling the truth to yourself. If you could really see what you look like and what your aesthetic value is on the dating market, and you could really, really adequately tell the truth, give or take a point, right? Which really, a point is too much. You really shouldn't be giving or taking whole points, right? But we see women who are just barely crossed the line of being a 5, really popping their ish like they are everything. And see, another thing that it is the vajayjay. When women experience the power that having a vajayjay commands, and you mix that with makeup, and then you mix that with filters on social media, and you mix that with the immediate gratification and dopamine rushes that you experience when you get on and you see 15 men who even you would suppose are out of your league in your DMs, even though they only want sex, it's still pumping your head up, right? With all of these things, you guys have layered yourselves with illusionary bits that keep you from seeing what's going on in the real world. For every filter you not only do you guys play with filters, you'll already have makeup on, a lot of makeup on, and put a filter on top of that. And then mix with the, how powerful the vajayjay is, and then the influences that you guys are seeing on social media. That stuff has really messed you guys up bad. And here's the thing. Men aren't going to tell you that because we don't want to be DICs. We're not going to really tell you you're not all that because we want some poontang. So it's like you guys aren't being told the truth. The only time you guys are really being told the hardcore, raw truth is when you guys come to these podcasts. And I'm not saying be told in a rude or negative way, but nobody in society is telling you guys the truth. And it's allowing you to further go on with that fake hair all the way down to your back, with those eyelashes all the way up to here. It's allowing you to go on in society thinking that you're more than what you really are. I know that sounds maybe a little rough around the edges to say, thinking that you're more than what you are, but that's literally what's happening. It's the same as going to the grocery store and thinking you had more money than you had. Do you not see how that could create a problem? A major problem. That's what's happening. That's why none of you guys can get married or locked down or even taken seriously, because you don't know what man's store you should be shopping at right now, according to the coins that you have in your dating value vault. I think if women really could see their dating value in measurements like money, and the stores and environments where eligible men had price tags above their heads, right? Because you guys are way off in a lot of these cases. The guys you qualify for, you look down on. And I'm telling you, nobody's going to tell you the truth, ladies. Nobody's going to tell you the truth because we don't want to hurt your feelings. But yet, and we also don't want to talk ourselves out of some poontang and amazing blowjob. Bang, 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 daddy, bang. You think a man's really going to say, "Ooh, I haven't had any in a long time, and she done already told me to come over and that she going to swallow." And then when I walk through the door, you say, "How this dress look?" And I say, "You look too big in it." You think I'm going to do that and ruin this fire sloppy top that I was about to get? When you ask me, do you think I need to lose some weight? You think I'm going to say yes? Are you crazy? The only time you'll hear the truth is likely when you and somebody get into it or when you come to these podcasts. The only thing that matters is appearance to you, so they follow through? I don't know what that means. Shout out to Ricky up in this situation, rocking out with us. I appreciate the love, my guy. People, we are $20 away from our nightly goal. Let's get this thing rocking, people. You know what it is. Hot show online. Right? I'm telling you. And here's the crazy part, though. Here's the crazy part. And then even when men like myself respectfully honest with you, you don't want to accept that either. Could you imagine? It's like when you guys are hearing what you're hearing tonight, hopefully you can see clearly how you guys are bouncing around, not scoring, bouncing around, not scoring, bouncing around, not scoring, bouncing around, not scoring. Imagine going to a store with $80 and everything in the store costs $120. You have no business in that store. It's the same way with men. A lot of the men that you guys are attracted to have their pick of different women who supersede you in value. So now the question becomes, why would I, instead of going to this woman who by a lot of metrics is higher in dating value than you, why would I stop at you? But then there's another guy who's not as flashy as the guys that you're attracted to. He thinks you're all that, but you won't date him because you think you're above him. It's like you guys are on a hamster wheel emblazoned in flames. You guys are running on a hamster wheel that is on fire. And we're talking about life outcomes. You guys are thinking with this mindset when people need life partners. we typically only come past our person once or twice throughout life. You guys are playing games like multiples of times, even because you got to count actual partners too. Some of you have 50 bodies under your belt. So it stands to gain that you've crossed paths with your one or your two before. And you guys don't want to say that I did do some dating damage to myself. I probably did take too long playing on the dating highway and I missed my one or two. So if I miss my one or two, instead of being by myself forever, I mean, yeah, Jerome drive the school bus, but you won't acknowledge when your value has tanked down there to where Jerome's is. And in a lot of cases, Jerome's dating value will be higher than yours and you just won't believe it. You guys don't know. You guys don't know any man in your family who is in his right mind and doesn't have any addictions who can't go get married in 45 days. All good, Zachariah. Yeah, do that, man. Do that. Listen, you really listen. You guys, I'm going to be honest, men do have the ultimate cheating code as it pertains to dating. See, because we can do better later in life. We can reboot ourselves. The more miles women get on the odometer, unfortunately, their value starts to decline rapidly, rapidly. Men, we can re-hot. We can go through the phases in life where we're that deal, we're that guy and this and that. And maybe as you get older, things slow down. We can re-hot. We can refire ourselves right back up. All we have to do is go to the gym and don't let us have any type of financial security about ourselves. I did not say be rich. I'm talking about an individual who works at UPS, but he has his own house, has his own car, things like that, right? That man is a modern day rock star at the age of 50 years old if he's going to the gym. Don't tell me. So fellas, you don't have any excuse to go down to the grave having not become the caliber of man that you wish you were. Go get you a personal trainer. And listen, it's not for the women. Women are just a bonus. There is no feeling in the world like feeling confident in who you are. Being okay if you don't have as many cool friends as other people, right? And I'm not saying be okay with it, because if you don't have many cool friends and people like that, there's a problem. That means the people who are respected by other men in society, if they don't find you appealing, there's something wrong with you, right? But that's cool. Just fix it. You are not going to find many situations where men who go to the gym, where men who have a routine are not accepted by other men in society who are accepted by society. Just takes a little bit of work. But see, I'm going to further encourage this. I appreciate the love, Josh. Much love to you, man. Yeah, this is definitely not a color-based show. This is I'm a man's advocate, you know what I mean? And I want to see women do well as well, you know what I mean? But I'm primarily a man's advocate because men have nobody to speak for them or fight for them, right? So yeah, we rock with you too, brother. I think the pearl inside of it for men, imagine this. Imagine women would DIE for this one thing that men have. They would DIE for this one thing. Men have the ability to increase their dating value even the older they get. We can re-hot. We can re-hot. We can get hot again. There's really kind of only so much women can do. That's why we always encourage women to get your man. That way you won't have to worry about how competitive you are on the dating market right now. You got your guy. Listen, and I'm going to say this too. I'm going to say this. The women in America, they don't understand this, but they have not experienced the experiences that other countries have experienced that let the women of those other countries know how badly women need men. It's coming to America. Not the movie, but it's coming. The women in America are spoiled because they have not experienced the things that women of other cultures have experienced that forced them to know how valuable men are to have. Women in America are talking about the independent woman. I don't need no man and things like that. No, you don't need a man until God shows you in full force that was the very reason that you were created. The international quiet storm over here dropping bombs on us. My brother. And shout out to ZF keeping us up there in the thousands over there. See, there has been uprisings in other countries where women were panicking, where women were told to go in the house, lock the door, and hide behind the couch. Often, right? I think where was that? China? Is that China that has the Red Army where they can literally just walk into houses and just take people and charge them with whatever and things like that? Some of those people live in a different type of fear that allows them to truly appreciate having a man around, opposed to dealing with all of life's hardships and rough patches solo. Do you know what type of fool it takes to make this conscious declaration? I know for 100% fact, life gets rough. We all know 100% fact that life goes up, life goes down, life gets tough. It gets really, really rough, and very, very bad things happen. And when those things happen in my life, I don't want a tag team partner to deal with mine. When the boogeyman comes looking for me, I prefer to fight him alone. Do you know what type of fool it takes to make a physical declaration of that sort? Are you people out of your fucking minds? When they tell you that you have diabetes and a foot has to come off, and you were already 55 years old. Listen, you know what a lot of people, listen, some of the greatest minds, and I happen to believe with this. Some of the greatest minds years ago suggested that everybody wasn't going to go get their retirement, their Social Security, all of that. They had done number crunches and they said, America doesn't have the money. They will be able to continue giving it for so long, but everybody's not going to get theirs. A lot of you don't even know America's going to collapse. You thought America was just going to go up and we're going to have our Cadillacs. We're going to have our Mercedes-Benz. We're going to go through fast food, drive through anytime we want to. Got $80,000, $90,000 cash in the bank and I already make around $125 a year. Life is good. You thought this was just it. You didn't believe that what goes up must come down. You didn't think that Goliath was ever going to lose. A lot of you are in the illusion. Listen, like 8 years ago, they said China had already passed America. China is the world's superpower now. They say China is at least like 8 years ahead of us. Because when we were going through all of the debacles and the things of this with we want Donald Trump president and everybody in America is going tit for tat with all of that stuff, these people were over here advancing technologically. You know how, listen, You know how we used to hear about if anything ever went to nuclear war, and look, there's a woman down here now says, you are so negative. That woman doesn't have a man. But listen, you know how we were always told that, like, in the event of a nuclear war, it takes like, what was that? They used to say something like it take a half a day for a nuke to get here and things like that, for nukes to reach their destination. While we were doing all of the rah-rah with Donald Trump and all of that stuff and having our little inside pretty much civil war in America, things like that, racism, China perfected hypersonic weapons. Whereas it used to take a nuclear a day, a half a day or a day to reach America, I think they say it takes 15, 20 minutes now. Or 12 minutes, I think they said. Hypersonic weapon. While we're over here playing about Donald Trump and them and all about that stuff, we're going back and forth about the right and the left, conservatives, Democrats, all of that. She said, I'm so negative. The Bible itself says, in that day, 7 women shall cling on to one man. You guys will be so desperate to be up under a man's protection that you will be willing to be a man's number 6 in line. This is what the Bible says. You'll even have your own money and food and stuff. The Bible says, in that day, 7 women shall cling to one man, saying, we have our own things, only let us come unto you that are See, you want to be Christians until now, until it says something like that. But it's nothing but mere prophecy. We see it going in that direction. Hey, listen, give me a thumbs up if you've seen a spike in the content online talking about polygamy. Give me a thumbs up if over the last year or so you've seen a spike in people being more open to it and more curious about it. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if I'm wrong. There are certain notoriously feminist known women who are speaking about the notion of it. A lot of, listen, this thing, and I'm just going to say it. Look, Yosi said, while we hating on each other, things are falling apart. Fact. Crazy. Crazy. See, listen, and I'm going to tell you guys something. For those of you who say black men don't love black women and blah, 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 right? Check this out. Did you know that black men are the most sought after group of men to date? You don't know a black man in America right now, even to the tune of 60 years old, who is in his right mind, at least has a little money in the bank, not rich, but has his own spot, has no addiction, who can't get married in 45 days. My point in bringing that up was this. It's not the same for you. You guys are in a lot of trouble. When things fall apart in America, you don't have a man now, so when they fall apart, you won't have one to defend you. When people, I did not get that. And the phone is being used. I planned on showing you guys that. Listen, do you know white supremacist groups are now mobile throughout the country preparing for a race war? They're even, listen, they're even, dang it. Can't believe I don't have that downloaded on the phone. They're even, they're establishing fight groups to where they're preparing and gearing themselves up for a race war. And who do you think the race war is with? Right? A lot of women don't understand. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. A lot of women don't understand that there is strategy that has already been put in place for what racist groups plan to do when they get the green light to kick this thing off. And here's some of what they plan to do.
When Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I lost it. I was extremely emotional. Mr. President, I implore you, call for a civil war. Call for a civil war and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door.
He said, Mr. President, call for a civil war. I implore you, call for a civil war and let us go door to door and do our thing. Do you guys know what they mean when they say door to door? Listen.
Let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country. I let social media.
Do you think that he was talking about going door to door of white people's door? Is that what you think he was talking about? When he said, let us go door to door, declare civil war, and we will go door to door and clean this nation up. You think he was talking about clean? A white man was saying clean white people up, right? And see, a lot of you women who are talking about, I don't need no man in this, there is going to come a time you will wish to God you would take the lowliest of man, even if he can't even be a defender. You will take him just as some form of solace to deal with what you're dealing with you at the time. If you're experiencing the worst experience you've ever experienced in your life, at least, because misery loves company, you will be grateful just to have somebody to be going through it with you. But you won't have anybody. You will be left to look back on all of these podcasts that warned you that men are priceless. There is no monetary value that you could put up on a man, right? And a lot of you, when you need one the most, you will not have one. He will be nowhere near. A lot of you are saying you would leave a man of a 20-year marriage if he if he cheated or something like that. Okay, leave him and then deal with the rest of life's calamities on your own, young fool. Shout out to D-Man. Yeah. No games in this situation rocking with us. Yes, sir. I'm 44 years old. Work for the government, make 6 figures, own my own car in my house. Now I'm looking for that special woman, and you are definitely guiding me in the right area. My brother definitely wish it well for you too, man. I think, man, you guys really, really need to know the things to do to enhance yourselves and repair certain damages that because a lot of you don't know you got damage done to you. It doesn't mean you're right. I'm telling you right now to attune yourself in a boxing gym or something like that where there's other masculine energy taking place. It's life changing. It's life changing. Ah, okay, that's right. ZF said that. I didn't even know. Okay, I forgot you said he lived here. How about you come on up here? How about you come on here? You have a lot to say. How about you come on up here, Nia? Can you hear me? Tell me how your night is going. It's quiet. I'm listening. Is it so? Why do you have such a down viewpoint as it pertains to men?
But I am single. I ain't gonna lie. I am single, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm the problem, but I got a downside with men because they're just as worse. They act good until they get you, and then they leave you.
Okay, so I have a question for you. How many kids do you have?
One daughter.
If you had to rate yourself 1 to 10, what would you rate yourself?
A 7.
Can't use 7. It's a safe spot. It's either 8 or 6 or 5.
6.
Okay. When's the last time? Have you ever been married?
I've been proposed to.
When's the last time you were in a serious relationship? And when I say serious relationship, I mean Your mom knows him. Your mom is crazy about him. Your family is crazy. This man is a fixture in your life.
5 years ago.
Okay, so do you know that they say that we typically cross paths with around 50,000 people just on our journeys back and forth to work, grocery store, and all of that? Cut that in half and suggest that 25,000 men you've crossed paths with 20,000 men, 25,000 men. Why isn't there anything about you that has compelled any of those 25,000 men to pursue you?
I have no idea. That's why I'm trying to listen. I really can't answer that. I really can't. I have no idea. Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, let's start at the most obvious place. Turbulence, people. You guys know when you hear that, we're going to ruffle some feathers a little bit. What's the weight?
Okay. I'm 160.
You being honest?
I'm being honest.
What state do you live in? What state do you live? What state do you live in?
I live in Chicago.
What side?
On the east side.
Okay. Do you have 3 girlfriends right now?
No.
You don't even have 3 girlfriends?
I don't. I don't. Look, I'm not lying. I got maybe one cool girlfriend. One.
She's not married, is she?
No. Oh my God. No.
So, is it fair for us to assess that you're not doing the things that you should be doing if you're looking for a relationship? You know, I tell people this all the time. We, especially women, we have become entitled. We know a boy is supposed to go with a girl is supposed to go with a boy, right? We know those things. So with us just knowing those things, we get entitled. We'll start thinking one's supposed to fall in our lap. We don't know that there are things that we have to do to obtain that, if we want one of quality especially, right?
Yes.
How often do you go out a week?
I work every day, so I go outside every day.
Okay. So, but it's not necessarily on a social level. You don't socialize much?
I try, but it's scary out here. It's scary out here.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, here's my definition of a life partner. That person to be with you through the absolute worst of times, when you can no longer walk to the grocery store, or when they've cut your social security off. A life partner. I tell people that it is our goal here first to worship the Lord our God, Jehovah, and then it is to get us a life partner who will agree to do this life thing with us all the way to the end, right?
Right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is a life partner to you?
10.
Okay. Now, here's where we have to mix it up. If it's a 10 to you on a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort are you putting in to obtaining your life partner?
Like a 2? Like a 2? I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You get what you pay for.
Oh my God.
How old are you? How old are you?
I just turned 30.
Do you know you better stop playing? 30 is a sweet spot, especially if you lose some pounds. 30 is a sweet spot because you haven't hit no man's land yet. 30, you can get yourself in shape a little bit better, and you can go 2 places and men will... I mean, how am I going to catch any fish if I never leave my living room?
True.
Look, I don't got to get in the car. I don't got to go get a fishing pole. I just sit in the living room and I catch a fish.
You know what? Because the world is a scary place.
Okay, but you don't have to go to the places that are scary. In life, we are never seeking perfection. Well, delusional women do. You guys do. But in life, as we move along through this journey, what we are doing is moving chess pieces so that we can increase the likelihood that the decisions that we make will give us the lifestyle that we want. And it's only with women that we hear these things. You guys talk about, well, what about a man if, you know, you help him become all that, you know, this and that, then he needs. That's life. What about all of the women? Listen, hold on. What about all of the women who have fooled these men into believing that they loving them and divorcing them 60 days later to take half?
Yeah.
It's called life. You don't hear men bitching about it like you hear women bitching about it. Listen, did you know that there are some kids that get abducted? Some people got in fatal car accidents today. We live in an imperfect place. This place is not perfect and it's loaded with booby traps. The best thing that we can do is, on a premeditated level, position ourselves to when we step on booby traps, they don't affect us as much as they would affect a person who is not prepared. You see what I'm saying?
I see it.
Have a man in your life so that when America falls on to shit, you don't have to be scared by yourself. You don't have to deal with it by yourself. When they tell you, when there's a flash on the news and they're telling people that they're not going to get their retirement, okay, at least your man might still have some money put up. But if it's just you though, whatever happens to you is going to be predicated upon you alone. But if you have a life partner, when you've run out of all of your resources, when you called your dad and he said he couldn't help y'all get the car fixed, when you tried to get a loan and you could, do you know what it's like to have a genie in a lamp, to where you've exhausted all your options, but there's still one call that you can make? Listen, and when you call your man, he says this: I don't got it right now, babe, but I'm calling Boo. I'll call you right back. Now, we don't have to rely on just him. We get to rely on all of the resources that he has amassed, all of the favors that are due to him that he has amassed over this journey of life. If he doesn't have it, you guys got 6 more phone calls you can call and ask for that loan, when even after you ran out of your calls. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It is. We think it's insane for you guys to be talking this feminism stuff and even be attempting to do this life thing, talking about on my own independent woman. That's crazy, because we've always been told 2 heads are better than 1.
Yes. Well, the dating pool in Chicago is just dangerously small. I can't tell who's lying, who's coming, who's going, who's staying.
Do you have family members?
Not in Chicago at the time.
So you don't have your dad?
No, not anymore. I got a stepdad though. I got a bonus dad.
I like that. Step bonus dad. I like that. Would you, and be honest with me, is he just a more reserved and not make a lot of waves, or would you consider him a masculine man?
Very, very much under my mom. Okay. Very right. Under my mom.
So he can't help you like we need him to help you.
No,
we always encourage that a woman goes to a very masculine man in her family, preferably her dad, and that if you decide to start dating a man, you introduce that man to your dad, not once, but I'm talking about where he can spend at least an hour or 2 around that man. I don't care if it is at the picnic, you sponsor it. You say, hey, I want you to go out and hang out with my dad. I don't care if you pay for them an hour of bowling, because by the time your stepdad or whoever it is gets done examining this man, your odds of having a decent man will have went double than what they were before. Or he's going to tell you he's not the one for you, baby girl. And both of those are good, because even when he tells you that, he just saved you a headache. So what you need, you're going to probably have to, and it's not a bad thing. You're going to have to date online. Now, I have a question for you. If you met a man and that thing was really firing itself up, but he lived in Indianapolis, would you be willing to move?
Like a long distance?
No. Would you be willing to move?
Honestly, yeah.
See,
I would pick it up.
you have to have that mindset, because if you already know that you're rooted in the place that you're at, then there's no need in you even encountering somebody who's not from where you're from. There's no need in it, right? What I would advise you to do is this: hit the gym, turn yourself into the best version of yourself. Here's what I tell you guys, and somebody's not told you guys this: how perky your boobs are right now, what you look like in your face right now, what your hair is like right now, how high your body count is, how many children you have. That is dating money. It is what women shop for their husbands with.
Yeah.
So you want to go when you have the most dating money, because when you have more dating money, you can afford higher quality men. But if you sitting here with 3 children by 3 different men, you weigh every bit of 210 pounds and got a little bit of a snappy attitude, you shouldn't expect anything other than that man who likes to drink a lot and play the video game.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
So go when even you feel good about yourself, when even you can say, I have been going to the gym consistently for a couple of months. I feel better about myself. Listen, go buy yourself a couple of new outfits. Make it more feminine. We fuck masculine women and we lock down feminine women.
So that's the key. Okay, that's the key.
I'm going to give you a shortcut.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a shortcut that's worth $100,000 right now. I'm going to save you the trouble. Whereas you would have to go through some courses and things like that to find out how to be feminine. I'm going to show you how to be feminine in 10 seconds. Master the art of kissing your man's ass. Listen, here's what I mean by that. I don't mean be treated like a doormat. All of the things that women's girlfriends typically say, girl, you be kissing his ass. Do more of those things. See, because the truth of the matter is, what most women in better relationships refer to as kissing their man's ass is treating him like a good man. That's it. But with you guys, with our women, it's called kissing ass, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just being a good woman to my man, catering to him, doing things that I don't give a damn. I just felt like that this would put a smile on his face today. See, in the colored community, we have this thing to where we're overly concerned about whether or not it seemed like I'm kissing his ass.
Yeah, I do. I fall into that. I do. And then it makes me masculine, or it makes me feel like tough, because I'm trying to like be. I don't know. It's a level thing.
Master the art of doing the things that you would consider kissing a man's ass, and that is the way to a man's heart. Do you know? Listen. Do you know how unappreciated men are? Nobody gives us compliments. There's an attack against men today. Nothing that we do is appreciated. We've built all of the roads, all of the skyscrapers, all of the cars, and women tell us, I don't need no man. Women tell us that they would move on a planet with all women. All that we have done to civilize life itself, women are now saying they could have did without, and that we are of no value. So, with that, it gives other women an edge. If men are this unappreciated in today's society, the woman who knows how to show him appreciation, she's going to have an edge. He's going to see this good behavior that he's getting, and his subconscious is going to be like, hey man, I ain't used to this shit, but I can get used to it. And on my dating course, there's a dating course that I have right now. On the commercial of the dating course, it says a part that is in the course, and he estimated that women who do nice things and make gestures for men, small gifts, men always remember those women.
I want to be one of those women.
You better learn how to be, or you'll be for the streets.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Daddy, bang.
All right, we're about to get up out of here, sweetie. You got any more questions for me? I'm about to get up out of here. You got any questions for me?
No, honestly, I just want to learn how to listen more. Do you have any advice on how to listen more without responding? I'm a quick responder.
I have a dating course that is on therealstacyprince.com. It's probably life-changing.
I'm going to get on that right now.
It's probably life-changing. It'll tell you all of the things.
You said
that
the real
people,
dating?
The Real Stacy Prince, Stacy. It is in the bio of all of social media. A lot of the things, it has a lot of the things that we've never told women and things like that. Who a man is. It starts out like this. The first words on the dating course is, after doing this for 4 years and interview after interview after interview, I came to understand something that I found to be common in most women. You were never properly introduced to us. You don't know what we like. You don't know what really, really pisses us off. You don't know what's unforgivable to us. You don't know what we think about before we do. And how can you get along with somebody you know nothing about?
You can't.
You can't.
And you can't force it either.
Can't force it. I appreciate you coming up, sweetie.
Thank you.
All right, you take care. I think I'll take 1 or 2 more people if you got questions, you want to come up, or you have disagreements. ZF got him up to... I didn't even say anything, and I just got a violation. I hadn't even spoken. On TikTok, I could do blasphemy on you. Where did that come from? I got time for 1 or 2 more people. If you have questions or if you have disagreements, come on up. If you have never supported the show, you see it down there, Cash App at The Real Stacy Prince. Support the show if you see any value in it. Yeah, listen, women don't even know that that's like the ultimate cheat code. You take a man something that is very valuable to him that he's not used to having. And in today's society, with men, that would be appreciation. Listen, I teach men all the time. You really want to know where the women are who are really for you, who will really be in a relationship with you. If they're not buying you dinner and stuff, if they're not showing you that they're thinking about you periodically out of the blue for no reason, she's in it for something, right? A woman who's thinking about you, you will know when a woman is thinking about you via, she will call your phone a couple of times a day because she desires an interaction with you. But when you are in a situation where you are aware that this woman expects things of you, right? If you know yourself that if when you called her, it didn't start like this, you want to go grab something to eat, you want to go grab a drink. If you know that what you guys have going on is kind of predicated upon that, she's not for you. Not for the long haul. It's good for the stroke.
Bang, 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 bang. Daddy, bang.
Right? But a woman who's interested in you, it is so easy to figure her out. It's easy. Listen, people, I told you guys we're $20 away from our $50 goal now. Let's kick this thing off. Let's go, let's go. We're going to go ahead and take an intermission then. You guys support the show, we'll get it back going. This is the hottest show online. I swear that's Rock on, my brother, rock on. ZF.
Mr. Prince, how you doing today, sir?
Good brother, good brother. Tell me how you feeling.
Oh, I'm good. The Dodgers just did a 3-game sweep of the Angels. Molly whopped them all 3 games. It's Sunday, my day off.
Okay.
I'm about to cuddle up with my wife. Life is good.
Okay, talk that talk then.
But I got a question. How did I get in this? I haven't said nothing to nobody. There is no way I got you a violation.
Nah, I don't listen. That's not what I've been seeing. Bro, they hit me one time and said that, the back screen that I was using, it had no cuss words or nothing. They said it may be offensive to some people. So I think they're doing like because when I saw the violation, I was not speaking. So I think they done got this thing extra sensitive.
All I know is I like this app better when it was communist talk.
Real talk. I swear.
Like, I'm not even playing. I like this so much better before all this whatever. Man, that's why I just come on here and moderate. You might catch me on a certain people's panels sometimes, but I don't even go live or nothing. Nope.
It almost ain't worth it. Let's see, she can't remember my people don't be on their neck. Shout out to Tyler over here rocking out with us.
And the young lady that came up, I'm not even going. I was gonna call her out, but I didn't want to do it to her face.
You went to her page, Zia?
No, Chicago does not have an east side. If she lives in the east side of Chicago, on the east side of Chicago, she lives in Lake Michigan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but but you know what? Now that I think about it, okay, I can see that.
You got the north side, the west side, and the south side, and downtown cuts off on Lake Shore Drive, where Oprah and Michael Jordan and them
I know
live
where
at.
you're talking about. I used to be over there on Winthrop and Lake Shore Drive.
Yeah, and it's called Lake Shore Drive because it's the shore of the lake. Like where she lived, Navy Pier. Like what's popping? But she was.
Shout out to my brother Biggs over here for supporting the show with the memberships. Listen, those of you who are not members of the YouTube show, probably 80% of our content is about to disappear, and you'll only be able to see it under the membership banner. So if you're not a member of the show, it's $2.99 a month. To become a member, you have access to all of our content.
But I really just came up to tell everybody that even though the viewer numbers have been pretty low all night, we still got to 40,000 with less than 20 people in here all night. For real. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I didn't even have to say nothing. It just happened. So tomorrow night, 50,000. Let's go.
You know what it is.
But I really just wanted to come up and say that. I wanted to come up and say thank you, everybody, for the 41,700 likes.
Real
because
talk.
And I didn't have to say nothing. It just happened. Y'all are amazing. Thank you.
I think we're about to wrap it on up there. My people done went into the quiet night.
Yeah, but other than that, be safe, stay dangerous, and I'll try to give you a call tomorrow during the day.
You already know, my brother. You be cool.
All right.
Shout out to my brother ZF down here rocking out with us, keeping the show going. All right, people, well, we're about to get up out of here then. I think that's Zachariah. I think Zachariah was in Moscow. He said, I would love to join. We have sanctions here. Okay. Okay. I appreciate you guys rocking out with us, though. We are up out of here. Know what it is.
Never talk to me like that again. You hear me?
I'm Huckleberry.
Welcome to Death Row.
I'll make you famous.
Get over here. She belongs to the streets.
Wondered why Satan was played by a woman in The Passion of the Christ.
What kind of stupid-ass question is that?
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
Next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up, yeah?
Can't believe you say no funky shit like that.
Goodbye.
It's an evil world we live in. It's an evil world we live in.
Oh yeah, no, it's done. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
How much do you weigh?
180.
Goodbye.